Okay, so I'm out here doing some winter pruning. I thought I'd show you the treehouse we built this summer. I don't know if treehouse is the right playhouse for the kids, maybe not a treehouse. Actually, I just needed to cut down a tree to clear out some light. In fact, I'm in here. I'm going to prune that tree so that the tree that it's built on top of actually grows up around it. Anyways, I needed to cut down a tree to get some light in the yard and clear some things out. And so I chopped it down and I mounted it on top of the tree. I'll show underneath in a second how I did that. But then we were clearing some other brush, and actually this is just a raw cut from there. Probably a little later it starts to rot off. I may have to chop it up and put a cement block underneath it, but right now it's just sitting in the ground. 4 posts. Ladders made from same thing, limbs that I cut down. Anyways, these happen to be some 6-foot pickets that were on sale. I think they're Doug fir pickets, and I just put some cheap, some kind of a oil. I think it was called Flood or something like that. That treated it. That's why it's not turned gray yet. And then just some corrugated roofing on top there. Just show you inside. These boards, actually, it's pretty cool. I was taking an old shed apart, and there was some old shelving in there. Laid that down, so it's really nice. Water runs through it if it happens to blow in a little bit. Boy's got his toolbox in there. All right. Well, anyways, let's look underneath because. So, after I had finished making it, or chopping the tree down, I actually knew I might do this, so I left the tree closer to about breast height here. Got some water running through the creek down there. And then, I don't know if you can see in there, but this is mostly just to give you an idea. You could mount it a lot of different ways, but then I took the chainsaw and I leveled the top of it using a level, and then I actually recessed out a couple places up underneath there, so you can see, to set the boards on. That probably wasn't necessary, but it makes it a little bit more steady. Then I could nail down in from that, and then on top of those stringers that are running the length of that, I just framed up, and you could frame it any way you wanted to, but I actually put it so that there's a notch in the center there to nail in that center one, and then on that side I can just nail through it. I used some barn spikes, pre-drilled it and used some barn spikes. They've got kind of like ribs on the nail that go in and don't come out. Probably could have used a large screw or bolt or something like that, would have been just as good. Anyways, that's about it. In terms of the window design, that was kind of interesting. We wanted a window, but not so that the kids could like jump out of it, and I didn't want to put glass or something in there, so just kind of left a gap along there. And then for the railing, kind of an easier railing. These are 1x2s. The kinds that are finished without splinters. Don't get the straight furring strips. And then just a single screw into the 2x4 railing frame. Now on the ladder that I made here, I just kind of recessed these out. I don't know, I could have done, again, they're probably pre-drilling and putting bolts through would have been better, but get the general idea. All right, I'm back up and get one more. Well, there it is. Very inviting.